turn night to day. Now colder sparks of jeans, lighter fast away. Digital dreams take shape. Valley moves at the speed of thought. Robots learn our footsteps, building what we taught. Same old world, new codes in the street. Value move faster than words when we speak. They say slow down, this ain't a phase. Whole new era loading. Watch the screen change. Don't fight the rising current. Learn the shape of the swell. Your roots are creative. Pick a lane and just excel. Sparks in the palm of your hand. Machines learn the rhythm, code learning.
Hey, happy Wellness Wednesday or Hump Day. It's Wednesday. Good to see y'all. Good week. But yeah, I know I've been talking about OpenClaw, and every week, every other day, it changes. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Good stuff, though. I think I'm going to completely wipe Sarge and start over. But we'll get into it. It's pretty crazy. Old Nvidia, the biggest company in the world, just created something for OpenClaw for safety reasons. It's a great thing. But crypto fear and greed, what do we think? What do we think? Anybody in the chat? Just give a guess. I'll refresh. It's 8:02. So we'll see. I think we're still in the 20s. I don't know. It went down a little bit today, but we shall see. Let's check it out. GW Rich, what's up? Good evening, Web3 Wise guys. Time in the market yields better than timing the market. This is the way. It is the way. GW Rich. That's right. We're going to talk about that too, is the institutions. And like I said, we talked about it before, the whales. They took a little bit, but yeah, they're still here, man. Still gobbling it up, GW Rich. Right on. Honolulu. Thanks for joining us, GW Rich. Honolulu. Sweet, the rain's new fall. Sunlit from heaven like the first dew fall. On the first grass grass as a period. On the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. That sounds like poetry, Honolulu. Is this it sounds like more like poetry corner. But thank you for joining us, Honolulu. Let us know, and the year. Artist, song, and year. I love it, man. Appreciate you, bro. Thanks for joining us. And Decrypting Chaos, DK, happy Wednesday. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Good to see you again. My Crypto Adventures, GM, happy Wellness Wednesday. Web3 Wise Guys fan. You as well, My Crypto Adventures. Thanks for joining us. Right on. Oh, and there you go. I like it, Night Owl. 24. That's like, bullish for this, I guess, for this cycle right now where we're at. But thank you, Night Owl. I like it. I think you might be there, somewhere there, but I'm going to look. There you go, my man, Monster Apex. Yo, what up, bro? Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. You too, Night Owl. Thanks for joining us. And Eric Comfy. Sup, right? Yes. Happy Wellness Wednesday. Sun. Right, man? It's good times. And we're going to get, like I said, it's crazy with the NemoClaw. Something that you're going to like, Comfy. Very secure now. NemoClaw makes OpenClaw super secure. And that's what I'm talking about, man. That's why I'm redoing it, right? I'm gonna. It's very constricted, but good constricted. Yeah. Hey, wise guy. Hope you're having a great. Well, we are, Night Owl. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Yes, but no. Let's take without any further ado. There we go. Oh, 23. Close, Night Owl. Close, but you were over by 1. And then the price is right. That means yes. Sorry, but you're close. I like it. And yes, I know you dig it, man. You're gonna like it. Like I said, anybody. I know Crypto Dan was looking at it too. Everybody's just kind of like, and like me, I didn't want to go and let them go wild over there. So I took a pause, and now I'm gonna reboot, start over, and safety rails are good. Yes, safety rails are good, Comfy, and that's exactly what the most profitable market cap company in the world, Nvidia, is doing, right? And we're gonna get into it. But let's see. Let's take a look around. Yep, everything. Little dippage like normal, right? Still waiting for the clarity and all this stuff with the. I think it passed. Not obviously like where it's going to get signed. It just passed the benchmark, and now they get to debate about it. Right? Great, good for them. But maybe we'll see. It's moving its way through. We'll see. But yes, everything took a little haircut. It is funny. Everything when things drop, Tron goes the opposite way. Good for Tron. Yeah. And then Hyperliquid, we're going to talk about that too. Continues its upward, momentum. So good for them. But yeah, we'll get into it. Let me start off with, there it is, right? I think it's, what is it, yesterday or the day before? I don't know. But NemoClaw, this has been rolled out by none other than Nvidia, right? The one who makes all the chips for these agents and all the brains, all this kind of stuff. Yeah. But it is an open source stack that simplifies running OpenClaw always on assistance, right? With a single command. Yes. And like I said, so I'm trying to tell you, it's going to be pretty simple. And we're going to get into it. And then it won't feel so bad because now it has security guardrails and, policy-based privacy. Yeah. So there are good things. There are good things when you integrate this. Yeah. So you would launch this first, and then you put OpenClaw in a little container. Yeah. But it does give them access to what you want. Right. But I'm saying the rules are like hard coded in. Right. And you can trust, I would believe, a company like Nvidia. They're over a $4 trillion company. So I believe them. I believe Jensen. Yeah. But this, like I said, is where we're going to get into. Let me open it up here. Present. Let's see if it works. Maybe not. It won't. It's all good. No, oh, there it is. There it is. Let me put some background music since it's just me. Since I'm, flying. I'm Maverick right now. I'm Maverick. Thanks, Wiseman, for all the great information. Thank you, Steve. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Everybody, smash the like button. Share it. Get it out. Get more people watching. Because look, anybody's not paying attention to this right now, you're wrong. You are wrong, because this is like the Bitcoin era again, right? This whole new thing, right, can do very well for you if you jump into it. And now, like I said, people are bolting on all kinds of things to make it more safe, works with your privacy, and it doesn't just let the old Sarge, right, go running amok. And like I said, let me get something in the background. Bear with me. There we go. Turn it down first. Can't have it so loud. There we go. All right. But yes, the largest company in the world just went full OpenClaw. Yeah, it's true. It is true, and it's not clickbait, right? Because like I said, I'm gonna show you. I got articles after this too, right? It really is. You just saw their own website, right, talking about it. It is literally what happened this week, right? The largest company in the world by market cap value just made a move that I believe is a huge signal, right? And it's time. It's a go time. It is go time. So even too, like I said, I'm going to restart this, and now I feel a little more comfortable with letting them a little more loose. Yeah. Most people just scrolled past it today, right? And the other day, right? Saw the headline, didn't recognize what's going on. It's all right. We've been hearing about OpenClaw. Yeah. But that's why I want to talk about it today, because the people who understand what just happened and, really understand it, seriously. And it's not just tech people, business people. That's what I'm saying. That's what, like I said, going forward, I have a nice vertical that I want to go towards, and we're just going to automate it, right? We're going to automate their biggest headaches. We're going to do that. That's what I'm going to do as a business, right? Done local business marketing for a while. And now we're going to do local automation. And it's going to, the coolest thing is they're going to build it themselves. They're going to tell you all the problems, everything that they hate, we can automate. Oh, look at, I'm a poet. Yeah. But look, that's a big deal is all I'm saying. It's good stuff, and I'm looking forward to it. Right. But like I said, this right here is a big quote, right? Like I said, this is the CEO of Nvidia. Yeah. And he was just on the stage at GTC. It was in San Jose. It's GPU technology convention, something like that. Right. And they call it the Super Bowl of AI, right? Where he was. But it's a big stage for all this technology stuff. And he just said, every company in the world today needs to have an OpenClaw strategy. Okay. And I'm going to show you, I got the video. We'll play it. It's like a 3-minute thing. He's going to go through, you'll probably hear some of the same stuff we're talking about, but you're going to hear it from the man's mouth, right? This is the new computer. That's what he said, right? It's the new computer. And again, I get it, right? His whole thing is about AI, right? They make the chips. I understand he might be a little bullish, but yeah, you can kind of start seeing the tea leaves are singing, yeah? But it is a big deal, right? If you don't know HTML, I've built websites before. I mean, go back into 95, all of this, 1995 HTML, you knew all this stuff. You could build out websites, all this kind of stuff. And as big as deal as Linux, right? And I'm going to show you, because like I said, we're going to show how fast that this OpenClaw is spinning up is kind of crazy, right? You might think it's slow, or, you know, you all been watching the show. We've been messing around with it, right? But we'll see. All right, hold on. Here we go. There we go. Hold on. Is that Cat Scratch Stevens? Morning has broken, right? Lyrics. Right on, Honolulu. Happy Wellness Wednesday. Anthony Matchett, you the man. Good to see you, bro. Thanks for joining us. Right on, right on. Cat Stevens, there, 1971. Teaser and the Fire Cat. I've never heard that one, Lou. Sorry. But yes, I know who Cat Scratch Stevens, if that's the same one. Happy Wellness Wednesday, wise guys. You too, Crypto Dan. Crypto Dan, you're gonna like this, man. Safety rails built for OpenClaw. Very exciting times, and we're talking about it, right? We're gonna start getting after it, like in a serious matter, because like the tone, like I'm telling you, man, the time it is now. It is now. But Nvidia makes the engine that powers all AI. That's what it is. Them chips, right? All of this massive stuff, right? You know, it's just a simple way I can put it. You know, if AI is the car, Nvidia makes the engine. It really is that simple. Every major AI system you've ever heard of, ChatGPT, Google's AI, Meta's AI, every AI tool you've used or seen runs on Nvidia chips. Yes, they make the hardware that makes AI possible. Without Nvidia's technology, most of the AI revolution you've been hearing about for the last 3 years, it doesn't work. It doesn't happen, right? And right now, Nvidia is the most valuable company, like I said, in the world, most valuable tech company, most valuable company, period. And their CEO, Jensen, has projected over $1 trillion in revenue through 2027. And the key detail, the projection is driven almost entirely by AI agents, right? We're on it. This is what we've been talking about. Not just the chips that train AI models, the chips and systems that run AI agents. Yeah, the kind that are going to be doing work for people and businesses around the clock. And that's what I'm talking about. Start making systems, right? Automating things that people hate to do, right? Because guess what? They're gonna pay you for that. If you can automate something that a business owner hates to do, I don't care if it's 2 hours a week, but if you can knock that out for them, they would pay you, and they would pay you monthly, right? It's a good thing. Oops, sorry, wise guys. It is wise. Oh yes, it is. Just the wise guy. Yeah, I know. Lone Ranger over here. All good. But let me see. But yes, this is a big deal. Like I said, when Nvidia bets on something, the entire industry follows, right? And they, like I said, when we go through this a little more, you're going to see how much, you know, they are talking about how big this OpenClaw is. Yeah. And like I said, I'm glad we've been trying to, you know, tinker with it. It's just I was not happy with the safety stuff, especially when I'm just not that technical, right? I'm not a coder. I do not, you know, you can make a mistake and you know, things go silly. So we don't want that, right? We don't want that. But OpenClaw is not a chatbot. We've been saying that. It's not just some chatbot, right? It's an agent, right? It can do things. So you got to think, you know, what the difference is, you know, with the chatbots and OpenClaw. OpenClaw is something completely different. It's an agent, and the difference between a chatbot and an agent is the difference between asking someone for directions and having a driver who already knows where he's going come and pick you up and take you there, right? That's like a Uber, smart Uber, yeah. An agent doesn't wait for you. That's what I'm telling you. I've seen him doing things, right? And I was like, hey, hold on, Sarge. Let's slow it down, yeah. An agent takes action, right? An agent runs 24/7 if you let it and you give it direction to on your computer, handling things while you're doing other things. But again, we've been saying it wasn't fully there yet, right? But as you bolt these things on, right, you got these cron jobs, you got these tools that you can integrate, and now you start having guardrails with safety. That changes things, and it's great. It's a great thing, yeah. But I do want to spend a little time on here because this is what we're talking about, right? A lot of us do this, maybe for your work, maybe just for you personally, right? But these are just different things, right? Someone cleared, and it might not think a big deal. I just did it because I was going over the gigabytes, right, of some of my email, and yeah, that took a bit. I was a little annoyed, right, trying to clear that out because I wasn't going to pay Yahoo for some free email, right? But that's what was going on. So someone cleared 10,000 emails in a single day, right? Not by reading them, not by hiring someone, but the AI agent did it automatically, right? Kind of, put them in folders, anything important, right? There you go. That's not bad. Someone else, right, set up their agent to monitor their WhatsApp, right? Their WhatsApp messengers, right? Messaging. When they're clearing, when their cleaning lady sent a message saying she was coming over, the agent automatically, right, ordered groceries from the local store, no human involvement, right? It just did it, right? So she could go and put everything away and be ready, right? It's crazy. Someone negotiated multiple car dealerships. Look, how many times you try to get a deal when you're looking for a car or anything out there, right? They did it to a dealership, several of them via email simultaneously, right? The agent didn't send inquiries. It received offers, counter offered, and then came back with the best deal. And it saved this person $4,200 on a new car. Yeah, that's not a bad automation. I like that, right? Someone filed an insurance claim and the agent not only submitted all the paperwork, but also scheduled the repair appointment, right? Start to finish without a person ever having to make any calls, right? Everybody, my wife was just doing that stuff. That's annoying. Yeah. Someone rebuilt their entire website right here on their phone, sitting on the couch, right? Through Telegram. And you can, that's how I hook up with Sarge, right? Just saying, it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. And that's where we're heading, right? And now, like you see, very legitimate big time companies, they just got kind of, with OpenAI, right? OpenClaw. And now you're starting to see Nvidia. That's crazy, right? Good for them. So, OpenClaw beat a 10-year record in 60 days, right? And that's what I'm going to tell you. Like, this is kind of wild, right? And I know most of you know, like GitHub, yeah? GitHub, mostly where all devs and smart people hang out, right? So if you're not familiar with it, think of a place where software developers share their work. That's kind of where everybody goes on GitHub. And yeah. Yeah. Hey, Richie, you're right. That's right. You don't know. It could be. But it would be the stuttering, Richie. It would be the stuttering and sometimes the ums and the ahs. That would be it. That's the clear clue. When you see that, then you know it's not Sarge. But thanks, man. Good to see you. But yeah. But look, it is cool. It is cool what these things can do. And let me get back to the thing here. But so basically it's a way for developers to say, hey, I like this. Right? And look, I'm not kind of naive and thinking these things can't just get pumped up with stars just like we see on YouTube or we see on X, right? All those things, right? So, look, hey, it's interacting. It's interacting, Richie. See, I did it. It is. It's a real person. Yes, that's right. But yes, that's the deal, right? But the cool thing is like, if you know anything about this stuff, right? React, which is a tool. Come on, Gunner. React, which is a tool built by Facebook. Yeah, one of the most widely used software tools in the world, took 10 years to become the most starred project on GitHub. That's 10 years, everybody, right? It's React, Facebook, how it was built, right? And it was 10 years. So just to give you an example, in 2 months, OpenClaw, right? 3 months, yeah? They did that. And it blew past React. It blew past Linux, right? Kernel, all these things, right? That are massive. If you don't know what these are, like I said, mainly the, why the internet exists, right there. But these are crazy numbers, and what we've been talking about, how this works exponentially, right? Things are going to move very, very quickly, and we here for it, right? That's great. I'm talking about it, yeah. But here's where things get a little interesting, right? Because there was a problem, and you've seen me talking about it, yeah. But imagine you hired the most talented contractor you've ever seen, right? You're a business owner, and they can do anything, build anything, fix anything. They're incredible, yes? But when they show up to your house, they have a master key to every room, every safe, every cabinet, every drawer, everything. There is no rules, written or otherwise, about what they can and cannot touch, yeah? For a personal project, maybe, if you know the person well enough. But for a enterprise level business, a hospital, anybody that's really running a successful business, a law firm, they are not gonna. That's not gonna fly, man. Right? And that's what I'm telling you. That was the big deal. Is that these things, right? There was no way to, and you can do it. Like I said, there were some high end, very smart devs, right? They're literally, right? They could do that maybe. But yeah, someone that's kind of vibe coding, just trying to figure it out, that's not something I'm going to go deploy on anybody's, company or whatever, right? So that's the problem. And that's what we just saw just the past couple days now, is that this thing, NemoClaw, kind of fixes that, right? And you can, like I said, you can trust this. I mean, absolutely, I would say that. But like I said, Nvidia just built the bouncer, right? So he's going to protect you, right? Somebody comes in trying to do some shady things, right? The bouncer is going to come and bounce you out of that code set, yeah. But NemoClaw is OpenClaw with the security guard standing at the front door. It's kind of like literally what it is, right? Nvidia is the most popular AI agent platform. Nvidia took the most popular, OpenClaw agent platform ever built, and it wrapped it in its own layer, rules, guardrails, right, and protections. The key piece is something called OpenShell, and that's what we're talking about. OpenShell. This is how you deploy it. Okay, think of OpenShell as a bouncer at a club, and here's how it works in every single thing an AI agent tries to pass through OpenShell first. It does, right? The agent wants to access a file. OpenShell will check it, right? Make sure that it has the clearance, and if it does, it will let it, right? It'll say yes. But if it's not, and it's not part of the rules, it will block it, and there's no way around it, right? The agent wants to make the call to the internet. OpenShell checks it, and if it's approved, a domain that it can access, then there you go. It lets it free. So I'm just saying, just a security guard, right, that is going to let Sarge, kind of freely have access to things that it's allowed. And if it's not, it's going to say no, Sarge, right? No. And that's the other cool thing, and this, I don't think I have it on here, but this installs with one single command, right? One line of code, right? And again, that's pretty cool, okay? So you install this first, and then, like I said, then you put OpenClaw, Sarge, in that container, yeah? So like I said, very cool, and Nvidia, right? But this is, like I said, this is cool stuff too. If you don't know, I'm just doing a little history, HTML, Linux, all these things, just the history, man. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. We're here for it. We're trying to tell you about it, right? This is, usually I don't, get goofy like that, but this is like alpha for real. If you are not paying attention and you don't start diving into stuff like this, it's your own fault, right? Because you know about it, right? You know about it, and you just got to learn it, right? So many places are letting you fully get trained. Like I said, like Claude, a whole course. You can learn whatever you want for free. And then you get certificates, right? Certifications over there. But look, HTML 91, most of the people have no idea what it is, yeah? But it's this technical standard, a language that computers use to display information. I just know it from actually building websites, right? That's what most people who are kind of familiar with that term is what it's about. Every article you ever read, it's HTML. Made all that possible. Everything that you've seen on the internet, right? So that's kind of what it is. That's what, that's what I mean. This is kind of the same area. Linux 91, again, free, Open operating system. Most people have never heard of it, but Linux runs 96% of the world's servers. It's the foundation of the internet. Every app on your phone, every streaming service you use, almost every piece of software that touches the cloud, it runs on Linux. Yeah. And again, going up to this with Kubernetes, 2014, mobile cloud computing possible. You probably never heard of the word Kubernetes. Yeah. But it's why Netflix works. Yeah. It's why Uber works. It's why you can do your banking from your couch. And I was shocked with that with my little bank, right? You can do that now. That I was like, wow, you can just file for anything in there. And the companies adopted Kubernetes early were able to scale in ways that their competitors, couldn't. And this is the same. And that's what he said. Like I said, that's what he's comparing OpenClaw and NemoClaw. Again, I get it. He's the CEO of this company. He's definitely going to push it. But look, everybody that who built on this stuff, they came out ahead every time, right? Every time. Ray, sorry to leave you hanging in emergency. Oh, all good, man. All good. You got to take care of that stuff, man. Yeah. That's painful. Hello to all. Happy Wellness Wednesday, Cheryl. Yes. Twisted Tree. Good to see you, Cheryl. Thanks for joining us. And thank you for joining us too, Bappy. All good, bro. But yes, this is the kind of stuff we're talking about. It's crazy. Yeah. So it's not coming. It's already here, everybody. OpenAI, we know, launched just, their entire agent platform, right, in February. Because that's happening. Manus has an agentic type platform, right? We just saw Perplexity Computer have one. Claude, Cowork, Claude Code. And yes, they have an agentic type system. Yeah. So look, I'm going to learn with, like I said, OpenClaw, hopefully stack some of these and just get out and going, right? See what's going on. But every major company in Silicon Valley is building an OpenClaw strategy. That's what these are like quotes, like I said. They are, because like I said, when you can automate the things that you hate, that's very valuable. I know people, like I said, it's definitely jobs lost, right? That's going to happen. But look, that's why I'm going to secure some things that I could do over here. I'm going to be on the other side of the wall. But yes, when the world's most valuable company pivots the entire production roadmap, and it's not, it's like I said, a little bit over hyping. Yeah. It's not a trend. That's a tidal wave. Yeah, whatever. Right. Kind of. But like I said, you can definitely, he's definitely, all about the Nvidia and his chips and pushing this kind of thing. Yes. But we've been here before, and the people who moved early, they've always won, everyone. Yes, always. The internet, it's just a fad for nerds. That's what people were saying back. I heard from smart people in our group. That's what they were saying. Yeah. There you go. Smartphones. Nobody needs a computer in their pocket. Who cares about a phone and that takes pictures? Who cares? Social media, it's just for kids. Nobody cares about that stuff. Everybody doing that TikTok stuff. Yeah. AI agents. Yes. These are the next thing. Yeah. And you need to start deploying these things. That's what you need to do. Right. And learn about it. You don't have to be a tech person. You have to be an informed person. And it's like I said, there's no excuses, because you can learn all about this stuff, and you can, just kind of mess around with it. See which one, but you know what you can do with some of the skills that you have in your own personal life. Right. And then when you figure that out, you can deploy that to any vertical that you want. Right. As long, like I said, everybody hates, like I said, the stupid, tedious things. Right. But the door is open, and it's up to you to walk through it. Yeah. Learn what OpenClaw is. And it's like I said, you all seen, we talked about it. What is the task? I already kind of just said it. What would you do? Right. I've been trying to, especially automate it. I don't like the automation thing because I don't get exactly what I want all the time, but I do try to do it for some of the stuff like this, right? This right here was made by Manus. Yeah. I do a lot of the research. I give it the links, and then I do this stuff. I haven't let it fully, right, every day go and research itself. Sometimes I do get, like a lot of things that I've already went over. It doesn't usually do the day. So like I said, that's a problem that I kind of go and human in between, right? But don't wait for it to be mainstream. Yeah, you can't. It's time. everybody. It's time to get after it. Yeah. And yeah, these are just, like I said, just sources, because I do research. I don't just wing it, everybody. And yeah, just gonna jump ahead, and I'm gonna like I said, everybody, you got all kinds of things on here, man, about people talking about it. It's just a couple days ago. This is him. I'm gonna play the video, right, of him, Jensen, talking to everybody. This is literally the code. Okay, just saying, that's literally it. You drop it in, and there you go. Okay, you do OpenClaw, and then you put OpenClaw in there. Yeah, so incredible, everyone, incredible. Found it on Reddit, and like I said, let's just listen. I'm gonna lower the volume a little bit, and so we can hear, because it's a good talk, man. And again, you know, he's here for it, man. He's here. Let me mute myself. Take a listen.
Let's just think what happened. What is OpenClaw? It connects, it's agentic system. It calls and connects to large language models. So the first thing it has resources that it manages. It could access tools, it could access file systems, it could access large language models. It's able to do scheduling. It's able to do cron jobs. It's able to decompose a prompt that you gave it into step by step by step. It could spawn off and call upon other sub-agents. It has I/O. You could talk to it in any modality you want. You could wave at it and it understands you. You could talk to any modality you want. It sends you messages. It texts you, sends you email. So it's got I/O. What else does it have? Well, based on that, you could say, in fact, it's an operating system. I've just used the same syntax that I would describe an operating system. OpenClaw has open sourced essentially the operating system of agentic computers. It is no different than how Windows made it possible for us to create personal computers. Now OpenClaw has made it possible for us to create personal agents. The implication is incredible. The implication is incredible. First of all, the adoption says something, all in itself. However, the most important thing is this: every single company now realize, every single company, every single software company, every single technology company, for the CEOs, the question is, what's your OpenClaw strategy? Just as we need to all have a Linux strategy, we all needed to have an HTTP, HTML strategy, which started the internet. We all needed to have a Kubernetes strategy, which made it possible for mobile cloud to happen. Every company in the world today needs to have an OpenClaw strategy, an agentic system strategy.
But yeah, I mean, I know it was a kind of repeat of what I was going through, right? But I just wanted you to hear it, right? This is the 4.2 or 4.3, whatever, $4 trillion company, right? And they're trying to tell you, of course, they make the chips to these agents, all of this stuff. But look, they usually know this kind of stuff, right? They're usually ahead of the curve on this kind of thing. And again, I get it. Also, you can never say he's not a salesman, right? He's absolutely trying to push what they're doing, right? So but still, if you can't see where this agentic stuff is going to be so powerful, I don't know what to tell you. But I just wanted to show you this is what's going on. It's a wild times, right? And like I said, I just pulled it up there's so many things talking about it, and even too how to integrate it. I was seeing if it was on this one or is it the next one, right? Let me see. Don't know exactly, but look, it's not hard. Like I said, to kind of integrate what they just did. Yeah. So it's not like I got to worry about, like I said, some of the tools, some of the, all the things with OpenClaw, right? You had to worry about what you were going to actually put into it, right? And somebody could give you some shady things. And now you don't have to worry about that stuff. But getting into some crypto stuff and some things that are going on. And yeah, it's good. Good times. Let me see here. Oh, hey, you're muted, guy.
Ray,
what's up, man? How are you?
I sent my AI agent to do the show 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He died.
Let me guess. Is it the time change, you guys? With your time change?
Well,
Are you
I'm
guys gonna?
telling you.
Yeah.
Dude, did you hear about the heat wave here in Arizona?
I did not know.
105 degrees today.
In
My
March.
head just from walking in from the outside. And seriously, hold on, I'm going to show you this. Do you see this?
Yes.
I was doing work in my garage, and then I had a little, I wouldn't say heat stroke, but I'm like, hey, let me just rest for a little bit. And I just woke up. I apologize, but I was working. Everybody see, Fomo Head was working. He has a blister. And then I woke up, and all of a sudden I'm like, it's 5:30. I'm like, okay, cool. I got 24 minutes, right? I got 24 minutes. And all of a sudden I'm like, I don't have 24 minutes. I'm half an hour late.
There you go.
So,
All good.
Well,
Thank you.
Know,
Thank you for
love
hanging
you. I
out with
miss
us.
my Ray.
Oh, well, we're just talking about, like I said, big thing. You know, I talk about OpenClaw a lot, especially, like I said, to you and all this stuff.
Hear that news? It was crazy.
Well, now they got NemoClaw. This is made by Nvidia, and Nvidia now is going to secure it. And you know, if you want to keep things privacy and things like that, it will put the you know, the people around you, right, or the guardrails. Yeah.
Now, I know, Ray, you talk about AI all the time. Am I correct?
I love it. Yes, I love AI. Yes.
Every day, right?
Every day.
Here's the question. Do you know why AI is so important?
Because yeah, it's important. It's high tech. I don't know.
No. Why do we need AI? Why do we need self-driving?
Oh, no, don't get into the. You have a problem with people. You said people.
I'm just saying, Ray. The human race.
It's tough out there. It's tough out there, folks.
Holy mackerel. Oh.
Look, I want to give people excuses sometimes. You know, it could be a lot of it. Like, they've been inundated with all this electronics, FOMO Head. Yeah.
Hey, Ray.
And they have no attention span.
If you're a busboy barback, right, Ray?
Yeah.
Your task is picking up the glassware and the trash, right, Ray?
Sure.
I need a robot now an AI to clean up everything, Ray. And look at this guy right here. What is he saying?
Yeah. Probably nothing. It's who knows? That's you know, it's just gonna pass us by. It won't
I'm
even
just telling you, Ray.
I know he knows. He's like, that's the reason I know.
You know, I'm just letting you know AI is needed.
Well, it is, and like I said, it's also, you know, it's, you know, long past due. Right?
Well, you told me something important, that if we can go to AI and ask them what the new Powerball winning numbers will be, then isn't everybody just going to be using the same numbers?
You can use it for a little tinkering like that, but yeah, there's going to be way better use cases than, yes, if you do that, then everybody's going to win $2. Yes, correct.
Because that's what I'm saying. And then look at this guy. He knows.
Follow those soft hands. That's right.
First of all, I'm letting everybody know this hurts. You see this? This hurts right there. This hurts.
There you go. It does. It's nice.
So if I had an AI agent, just so you know, if I would have had an AI agent, Ray,
yeah,
it would have been in the garage putting the stuff together. I need AI agent.
You do. There you go.
Look at this, Ray. It's almost a full house. Did you see the bottom screen?
Oh yeah, look, there you go. That's right. That's it.
Look at this. It's like, look at this. It's almost like a full on. Look at this. One. Yeah. Look at this. Two. See what happens, Ray, when the bat phone goes off?
Yeah, the bat phone. Yeah, everybody. Oh, it's 5. It's all good. No worries, man. I appreciate it. But good to see you guys. Yes, just
I'm so sorry, Ray.
No worries.
I left you hanging. I feel horrible, man.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey, Pappy, why didn't you wake me up, Pappy? That's your job.
Listen, my intention was to come, but I got this permanent crown put on this morning. I take a bite of something and it's in my hand, and I'm like, what do I do now?
I should have pulled up a story for you. I've seen that the Japanese have figured out some kind of filament to put over your tooth, and then it grows it back. Yeah, AI.
Get the hell out of here!
I'm telling you. I should have. I just saw the story. I was on X. I was like, get out of here, right?
They're gonna grow babies in their mouth, Ray.
No little baby teeth, right? You don't need a crown no more. What's up, Snoopy? How you doing, man?
What up? Yeah, I seen that stories around that last year, where they had come up with something to grow your teeth back. So must be true.
Yeah, it could be.
I like it. You know,
it looked like Avatar, Bappy. You know them little filaments when you hooked up to the dragon? It looked like that.
Was it glowing, Ray?
It was glowing. Well, the animated image, yes, it was glowing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And they also, besides growing teeth back, there's another pill they're coming out with to grow patience. To get my patience back, I pop another pill.
There's nothing that'll help you.
Paul. Yeah,
no,
that's a tough call. That's a tough call.
So Ray, sorry about that. It was Bappy's fault that I'm here now.
Yeah, I apologize for I figured if he's going to interrupt you, Ray, I was just going to let it go for today, but FOMO interrupted, so I figured, what the hell?
Yeah, do it. You don't let Ray. You never let Ray on the stage by himself.
Yeah, that's right.
Crazy things could happen. I saw Ray running with scissors when I was at the dentist, and I'm like, listen, I got to get on as quick as possible.
He's running around.
That's right. Hey, okay, so that's even funnier. I hopped on to look at you two, and I'm like, oh my God, Ray's by himself. Damn you, Bappy. And then I hopped on.
But yes, just talking about back into crypto stuff. Look, I mean, you could think what you want retail. They're a bunch of, they don't pay attention. Yeah. But 73% of institutions plan to add crypto exposure in 2026. Yes. Despite the bear, right? We know this kind of stuff, right? They do this anyways. 85% of institutions already use or plan to use stable coins, right? That's another thing that's going on, right? And the Genius Act is the trigger. Yeah. It doesn't mean everybody's going to flood into all your altcoins or your meme coins. Okay, that's not what that means, but it will start bringing in some good type of adoption, right?
Now that trigger supposedly got pulled yesterday, right?
No, that didn't. Like I heard, like you said, it got passed. Now they debate it. Is that what you're talking about? Like in the Senate?
I think so. Yeah, I've seen a bunch of posts about it.
It doesn't mean that it's passed and now it's going to the president to sign it. It means that it's passed and now they could debate it, right?
Gotcha.
And they do all these goofy things, man. Whatever, right? We'll see.
Do they consider cryptocurrency not a,
Yeah, I got the story. Well, not all of them, but 16 cryptocurrencies are now commodities. They're not.
That's the word. Commodities. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And this is just following on the story, right? She just said we're close, right, to this market structure. This is Senator Lummis, with Wyoming. Yeah. And, it just says, she says we're close. Some of the people that have been very dug in on the issue of yield versus rewards have been working closely with the White House. And we shall see. Working with other members or our members have been trying to come up with a compromise on the issue. So we'll see. I mean, we've heard this before, but I'm hopeful. Everybody. We'll see.
Yeah, I've seen some posts by the SEC that were floating around where they actually put out some wording, if you will, what was considered to be securities and not. And it said most of crypto over the last 5 years, if you will, since DeFi summer 2020 would not be considered securities. So surprising. It's like, wow.
Yeah. No, 100%. There is Jason.
I'm just going to throw that up there. What is he talking about lower? Is he
the prices? Crypto going lower.
He thinks it's going lower?
Yeah, of course. Yes. Jason 5449. Good to see you, bro.
5449.
5449.
I love when Ray says that.
That's it. Jason's the man. Good to see you, Jason. But yes,
when Ray Light sees Jason in the real life, he calls him 5449. Jason.
Agent 5449. Yes,
he's a great guy, that Jason guy.
But look, every time you hear people talking about it's dead, it's not dead. They say this all the time, and it's funny, right? Crypto is not.
Was that a woman, Ray?
That was Senator Lummis. Yes. But look,
I'm gonna say this, Ray.
Yeah.
Crypto, not a lot of good-looking people in crypto.
Well, she's a senator, man. That has nothing to do with crypto. That's Bappy. Come on, man. You can't say that about a senator.
I just got smacked in the head. It's called body something. You got to be kind to people.
Sorry. This is coming from you?
Yeah.
I was scolded today. I'm just letting you know.
Well, this is talking about crypto cards. We've been talking about how credit card, MasterCard, all these things integrating with crypto. Yeah. But that is not the thing. Okay. Who cares about a crypto card? Because guess what? When you spend crypto money and it converts to dollars, what do you think that is? That is a taxable event. Okay. I'm not your accountant, but when you do that and you swipe your little cards and your crypto, Ethereum, or whatever, your Doge turns into some kind of
every time
that happens, you're paying the tax man.
Good luck figuring that out, Ray.
Well, I'll help you out. I'll help you out, Bappy. If you have the money, you take a loan against it. It becomes
we're not even there yet, guy. We're going there. Yes. That's the thing. On-chain credit flips the model.
The other part that I really like, Ray,
did I just come out with that, Ray?
Yell at FOMO.
Yes.
When you yell at FOMO, telling him like, "Hold your horses, I'm coming up on this." Like, knock it off. I love that.
And first of all, I didn't read the article and I knew the answer. So, Bappy, calm down, Bappy.
But look, that's what we're talking about. On-chain credit. That's what it is, FOMO. Just like you said, right? You're going to use your assets and you're going to borrow against them, right?
Yes, Ray. Yes, Ray.
And when now we're starting to see that these deposits are like yield bearing, right? They could absolutely, possibly, if you don't take too much of a loan and you're a crazy person, right? Yeah. The loan could pay itself off. Yes,
you know what I'm saying, Ray.
It could. So if you don't go overextending, like you're not a skier, right? Out over your skis.
Don't get over your skis, Ray.
You just a little bit, right? You don't need the brand new Mercedes, okay? Yeah. Or your big Bigfoot truck, you know? Just use a little credit line on some of your assets.
You know, Ray, the max of taking a loan against your Bitcoin is 87% leverage, Ray. Keep your leverage low.
Keep your leverage
Ray?
low.
Keep your leverage low.
Keep your leverage low. I like that. Yes. And now, Bappy, you would appreciate this. This is like it kind of just hey, it's something.
Hyperliquid. I was just talking to you yesterday about this, Ray.
But yeah, look, they just went live. The S&P 500 perpetual futures.
This guy yesterday.
It's crazy, right? And I'm just saying this, and I'm going to show you the site. This is the one I looked at. Trade.xyz. They don't put the dot. They put the little brackets just because it'll be a clickable link. Anyways, I don't need to tell you stupid stuff like. But anyways, yeah, they have just went live, man. So 24/7. Yes, S&P 500. Indices. Yeah, you're just out there just trading, doing your thing. But I'm going to show you what?
Ethereum's down 5.5%. You go down to Hype, which I just talked to you yesterday about. It's up 3.3%, Ray.
Yeah, Hype is doing the thing, man. And I just went over here because this is how I found it, right? I was just making sure you go on these Dune Analytics and you just make sure. I'm just making sure that some of these articles, man, I never know who throws these out, right? So I was actually looking if there's there is some yield.
It always sounds like FOMO needs to do more trading and less talking.
That's right. Yes. But yes, it's real. And this is the site. You go over here, it's called trade.xyz. Yeah. And when you trade on there, again, here it is. This is the roadblock. You're gonna get it. With the United States, it is not available in your region, right?
Oh, so Ray, funny thing that it's similar to this. Now there are states that are bringing Kalshi to court for allowing betting when the state does not allow betting.
Oh yeah, yeah, crazy, right?
Who are they suing?
What's that?
Would you say they're suing somebody?
Different states that don't allow, say, sports betting, but on Kalshi you can do it,
right? And
it was going through, even though it should be blocked. Like, for instance, Pennsylvania doesn't allow sports betting, right? So you have to cross over the line into Delaware,
right?
So you can place your bet, and then you could cross back over the line. It knows your location, so it regulates that.
Right.
That's crazy. There you go. Right. That's only going to be coming on strong too, man.
We need freedom here in America, Ray. We need our freedom of choice.
Yes.
My money, my gambling.
We need to be like William Wallace. Freedom. Yes. Yeah. William Wallace.
We need a horse. That's what we need.
I need you, Ray. I need you to come up with an AI image of FOMO with the hair and the blue paint across his face.
I need that,
Ray.
With the long flowing hair.
Yes. Yeah. In the wind, Ray.
I just want an AI image of FOMO head and Bappy together, so I can see what FOMO head looks like with hair.
There you go. That's it, FOMO head. See, everybody's looking.
You guys. But yeah, this is ridiculous.
Look at this one. We're going off. Hey, something's happening, right? This is the biggest distraction in the world.
Oh my goodness, they own that. Oh my goodness,
they just bought it. They just set it up.
How did you not set that up, Ray?
Aliens.gov.
You buy everything.
Hey, something's about to go down if they start to roll out the alien, right? The alien.
Can Can you even buy a .gov? I don't think you can.
I don't think you can set. Only a government can set that up.
You need to be a .gov, get gov, right? And I'm going to show you. It's not a joke. Like this is, like I said, this is as real as it gets.
Alien.gov. When you see an alien,
is it green and does it look like the Matrix when we click on it, Ray?
Yeah, let's take a look.
Don't click on it with your computer. God knows
Ray, watch out, Ray!
They're still working on it, right?
Yeah, they're working on getting your information right now because you clicked it, Ray. That's what they're working on.
I thought you were going to click it and it's going to pop up a picture of Nancy Pelosi.
Damn.
But I'm telling you, hey, something's happening if they're going to start doing the alien disclosure. That's like the end game, everybody. That's
Just
the end.
Yesterday, Ray.
There's nothing after that unless we go and open portals and stuff. I don't know. Yeah,
Ray, we aren't even to laser guns yet. We need laser guns before that comes out.
Laser gun
portals, Ray. Portals.gov.
Portals.gov. Yes, but we have to be a .gov. They will not give us a .gov. Correct. Yeah. But
gov.eth, FOMO. Gov.eth.
Oh,
Aliens.gov.eth. There you go.
My goodness.
That's right. There you go. That's deep down the rabbit hole.
Deep down. Yes.
And then look. Here it is. I'm telling you, it's the real deal. Trump White House registers alien.gov. It's the is the UFO file dropped imminent. Okay,
you know what this is a distraction from, Ray.
It's hard to know what the distraction is.
Well, they don't want they're tired of listening to the Epstein. How come you didn't release these files? This is their substitution. It's like this is like their this is their sweet and low, Ray. Sugar substitute.
That is. Hey, but another thing too is and I'm just we're going off the rails a little bit now, but it doesn't matter. But have you seen some of the meteors coming down? There's been like 6 or 7.
See that one. That was a big one.
That was a big one. You're out there. I love it when people actually finally feel, because I try to tell people when they're in the army with explosions and you're getting some real bombs dropped on you. Same thing with a comet or whatever, an asteroid landing, right? That's an explosion. And people are like, it was so weird. You could feel the percussion, right? I'm like, yeah. It's like in your organs, it's shaking. It's deep.
My house isn't there anymore.
That's right. The shockwave was shocking. But it is crazy, man, right? So there was this with Obama. Obama said aliens are real. He said it. Yeah,
he did.
Yep. I mean, hey, you can make fun of all the conspiracy theories, but they've been right about a lot of things, man.
Hey, Ray, we need to launch a token right now on Pump.Fun.
Yeah.
Aliens.gov.
Okay, I thought don't bring up the one that you were talking about the other day.
Yeah, I can't bring up that one. What do you think? Aliens.gov token. Let's get an aliens token.
Well, there's definitely been alien tokens, right?
Okay,
so
just checking.
Yeah, it is. It's all good. But aliens.gov, right? FOMO, this was you were saying when we first started. Yes, the SEC has formally classified 16 assets as digital commodities in the new crypto asset taxonomy. Yeah. So, I mean, right here, XRP, Aptos, Avalanche, Doge, Solana, ADA. What is that? What is BCH? Oh, anyways, doesn't matter. ETH, HBAR, Algo.
I think that stands for. I'm not going to say it on the air. I swear.
Bitcoin Cash. It's Bitcoin Cash. Yeah.
Well, I was going to say it's missing an I and a T. That's all.
No, not that one. That's not that one either. But all of these, man, right? Even Link at the end. But
hey, where's Bitcoin?
What are you talking about?
I didn't even see the word Bitcoin.
Yeah. Well, I think that was already done.
Okay, I was just asking. Assets include. I was just curious. ETH is up there. I'm surprised they didn't throw Bitcoin up there. I'm just asking.
But again, I do follow up, make sure this is actually from what is going on? That is not even it. What are we talking about? Oh man,
this is a book you're reading, apparently.
I know, but I'm just trying to find page 16. It's stupid.
Well, I thought maybe this was your trust.
Yeah, trust. That's right. But main thing is, I don't know. Usually the other one had a nice, easy way, but this is the actual document. It's real, man. I mean, everything, like I said, these are all now classified as commodities. So that's a big deal, man. Right? So we'll see. I mean, it keeps moving along, right? We just got to wait for old Congress and the Senate and some of these regulations to get passed. But
I think every day we should look at Kalshi and see it, or what's the other one, Ray? Polymarket.
We'll go with Kalshi right now.
And see if see kind of where the movement is for this bill passing in the Senate each day, and see if it's moved any way or the other.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Look at this, these things. Let me see. Shutdown, 60 days over 70 days. Yeah. It's these are the ones that are trending, right, in politics.
How many days are we at right now?
I don't even know. How does anybody know?
It is shut down because I heard it's affecting a lot of airline stuff, and the airlines are trying to put some pressure on now.
Clarity Act. Before 2027. That's an easy one, right? You get in June though. That's not bad. You know?
Yeah, well, I want to see if that we'll use that one as before June and see if that number starts to creep up or down.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, all of these things, I mean, you can go in here and just be down the rabbit hole all day, right? So
yeah, I'm sure there's so much on there.
I want to see where you get the most, like, you know, well, it's sports. I mean, but yeah, you got everything on here. Usually what's trending. Probst, yeah, the Survivor show. Wow, that's crazy. These are ones trending, huh? And yeah, you can bet on these things if you want. Yeah. Oh, it's AOC. I didn't know Gavin Newsom and AOC. That's the field over there. You're muted, FOMO. Yeah,
bro, we're doomed if one of those two get in.
Wow, that's wow.
that's the bench. Not saying this bench any, but well, I mean a little better. But anyways, it's tough out there. It's tough out there. Which party will win the house? Look at this. This might be a good bet.
That's gonna happen, Ray.
You think they're gonna win the house, huh?
Yep.
We'll see. I think, like I said, what Snoopy was just talking about too, that they passed. You know, now it's going to be debated. If they pass the voting thing, right? They can't. You know, might help with some of the you know,
suspicious
potentially.
Might help with some of that, whatever that is going on over there.
Be like, what was that?
I don't know, right?
And then you see the Texas one right there, Texas Senator winner. I listened to that T guy talking, the old guy.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Well, we better hope for that other red thing to win on that one. He's cool.
If that guy wins Texas, the whole damn country's gonna implode.
Yeah, dude, he's off the chain. You listen to some of the stuff.
I don't pay attention to that. My bad.
Yeah, no. You don't want to, Ray.
Don't start now, Ray.
Why? I'm not, because like I said, what people should focus on is what you can control, and I control a couple of agents. Yeah.
Listen to the alien talk. That's what you better off listening to.
That. That's a good one. Apex aliens, right? Alien disclosure. Yeah, good one.
Oh, there it is, right there. Will the U.S. confirm that aliens exist before 2027?
Obama already confirmed it.
Oh, look, that's a good bet, man. That's a good. It's 20%.
That is a good bet. Yeah,
that's a good one. They just spun up a website.
Yeah.
Bro,
it's coming.
Good call.
Yeah, how do you know when the bet is done? Like, when's the date that it's that?
Well, look, say Bappy. Say it comes out at the end of next month. It just came out. It just closed then, right? Because you just got your answer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, my crypto adventures. Yes, like, subscribe, and share. Appreciate you. Absolutely, 100%. But yeah, I don't think that's a bad one. You know.
Hey, we could have did a bet on Kalshi. Ray Light's on the show by himself, but by the end of the show, there'd be 4 people in the show.
That would have been a very low percentage.
That would have been.
Someone would have.
Damn, let's bet on ourselves, guys.
It is. That's crazy. But no, I do appreciate you. You know, thanks for showing up. It's all good. You know, I get it. The world is a busy day. Yeah. Sometimes we don't know what time it is. It's all good. Sometimes there's painful things that happen, Bappy.
Sometimes teeth are falling out of your head.
Sometimes teeth. That's right. Yes.
Hey, were you eating corned beef? Were you eating corned beef at the time?
You got a what?
What were you eating? Corned beef?
What'd you say, right?
What? Oh, no. I said you got to watch what they pull out. Your teeth. Yes.
Oh, they didn't pull it out. It was, I got so they give you a temporary, right?
Yeah.
And then in 2 weeks, you get your permanent tooth to put up like a crown. And I got to put on this morning, this afternoon. I'm like, it's in my hand.
It's crazy.
Good thing you pay $800 for that. I'm like, I'm glad I didn't swallow the damn thing.
Yeah, that's terrible. Yeah. Right. Government shutdown. What? Wait. Oh, it's all good. 1 to 30, 46. 47. Thank you. 47 days? NIDA? It has? Is that why? That's also too. It's just like TSA. It's only a certain part, right?
Yeah, TSA. I mean, there's a lot of people not getting paid.
Security.
Soldiers, well, unless he passed something, maybe that soldiers get paid.
No, they're still dweebing around. It's a joke.
I don't know.
The TSA people
need to pass something that Congress and they don't get paid.
That's crazy. Yeah, absolutely. They shouldn't get paid. Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all, when they're working, they shouldn't get paid because they really don't do anything except they make money on the side.
Not good.
That's all I have to say.
They like the side money.
Yeah, that's what they're calling it. Partial shutdown.
Everybody likes side money.
Night Owl.
Yeah. Yes.
It's not a real shutdown, Ray. It's only a partial shutdown.
A partial. Except for the people like look, I don't know, man. Like I said, I know how TSA, not even TSA, but also the air traffic controllers. It's like the second time, man. People do count on their paycheck, to pay bills.
Yeah. Some of those people are having to take time off of work and go Uber so they can pay. And that's not funny. I shouldn't laugh, but that's for real. They've said that.
I know.
One came in, they're doing the OF, and then they're not coming back.
And look at FOMO just talking. FOMO, learn how to work a damn computer. You're muted.
I'm not muted.
Like a damn bobblehead over there.
I can hear him.
Dude, you got to get your computer fixed, man.
You can hear him?
Yeah.
I can't hear him.
But
I can't hear you.
Can you hear him, Snoop?
Ray, I can't hear Bappy. Can you hear him? No.
I can. These guys, I don't know. I can hear him. So you can't hear him?
It says Ray and I can hear him. Yeah, there you go, Ray.
We're good. All good. But yes, everybody, happy Wellness Wednesday. It's a lot of good stuff, man. You just got to lock in on something. Find your vertical, find your lane, and, just get after it, right? You got to figure some of this stuff out.
Yeah, Ray, you gotta get the AI guys rolling quick. I've been talking to a lot of business owners about what we talked about, and there's people that are interested. So I feel like.
Well, no, me and the other guy, we're automating. Like we're gonna shut him fully down, and we're gonna reboot him up. Right? I'm gonna clear the whole thing, like just wipe the whole Apple. Right?
Okay.
Mini-Mac, and start fresh. And not like it is working, but I'm just saying to put it in these, into these guardrails. Yeah. I'm just gonna do that. Right? It's amazing. And like I said, the best thing is just kind of automating some of their biggest headaches. Yeah. And once you do that, what's crazy? That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. You know how crazy it is that these people are going to tell you their problems, right? You're going to fix their problems. And when you get all these problems, now you have a template to go to the next company, right? And have it all ready for them, right?
Yeah,
so when
you can rinse and repeat that a lot of times.
All day long, man. That's why it's crazy to be, like I said, if you don't start doing it, I do want to pick, I was kind of looking more alternative medicine because I used to do that a lot for local businesses, right? Plus they actually do spend money to get people and patients. But in general, I mean, you find one where you can just solve that stuff. You can just cookie cutter it right down.
Yeah. So, well, I was thinking, it's perfect for FOMO because the reason that it's perfect is because he's on the show and we are very well connected. And if it's working, we'll know right away.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
He'll be able to report back and say, this is incredible, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. And I wouldn't do like anything to do with his food, right? Or delivering food. No. I wouldn't get in any of those lanes. I would just find some of the biggest things that he hates that are just paperwork, any of that garbage.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But
how come he can talk and then I can't hear him? You could work on that.
Wait, Bracket. Oh, Bracket Live, Mob HQ.
Oh, yeah. Apex is basically saying that the March Madness brackets are locked in now and live.
Oh, right. So you can't even join. It's gone.
Well, you might be able to still go on some, but most of them are locked down now.
Okay. Yep. My bad. Yeah. I wouldn't even know March Madness, right? I like college basketball, but I don't.
You got to get locked in, Ray. You got to be paying attention.
I am locked in. I'm going to get my guy out here. Getting a whole bunch of swarm agents. Yeah. Oh, 14 hours. Right on, bro. Thank you. Link is in the chat. You the man, bro.
Is he saying that he made one just for the mob? Is that right? Is that what you're saying, Apex? Because I read your post, but I took it to mean have you filled out your bracket? Yes, I filled out a bracket, but not in the mob. Like if there's one in the mob,
it's the mob bracket.
I gotta find it.
He said, yes, sir. Yep.
Okay. I'll try to figure out how to get to that.
Right on. I'm going to get into it too. I'm going to use that mirror swarm.
It's Duke versus Arizona, Ray. Duke versus Arizona in the finals.
Oh, you think that's the whole thing? He said, read the whole post.
Yeah. I just found it, I think.
Right on, bro. I'll be over there. Thank you, man.
Good job, Bappy.
All right. All good. Hey, guys, thanks for hopping on. And like I said, I get it.
Well, we apologize
for leaving you hanging, bro. That's none of these guys' fault. It's my fault. Yeah, and I can't hear FOMO, but I read his lips and he said it's my fault. I'm not even joking. I really did read his lips. And stop swearing at me, FOMO.
Hey, it's like the Brady Bunch. There's the story.
Yeah, let me look up.
Is he right, Jeffrey? Is he underneath me?
He is. He's underneath.
Yeah, look at it's Bappy's fault. Bappy's fault.
All good, but happy Wellness Wednesday, and thanks for joining us, everybody. Smash the like button, and appreciate you watching. Absolutely, right? Stay locked in. A lot of good stuff. Yeah,
love you.
And have a great Wednesday, everybody.
14 hours. Get in on the mob bracket. I'm gonna figure out
mob bracket. Yes, got out. Open to U.S. residents only.
I don't know the answer to
the mob bracket. I don't know.
That's gonna be an Apex thing.
I would put that in the chat over in the mob headquarters. Yeah.
Good luck to us all.
Right on, everybody. Good luck to us all. Yes, one and all. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you guys. See you.
Factories once shook the bones of the land. Now whole revolutions fit in your hand. Machines learn language, code learn soul. Every move system rewriting the road. Markets swing wide like the breath of a storm. Chaos and order creating the form. If you're here now, then you're part of the scene. Future just whispered, you know what I mean. Every age feels like the edge of the end, until the horizon bends again.